Hello, Internet, the ubiquitous network. The meaning of word ubiquitous means anywhere or available to anywhere. Okay. For any content to be available anywhere, we need a ubiquitous network that will carry this content. So we are in the digital world where most of the devices are use the network facilities to get resources from anytime, anywhere, on the basis of anytime, anywhere. Okay, so there are two networks which are ubiquitous. इसमें ubiquitous network दो तरीके के होंगे. एक one is the telecommunication network and the other is the internet network. Okay, telecom तो आप लोगों के मोबाइल टेलीफोन्स या फिर सेलुलर नेटवर्क या फिर आपके PSTN PLMN नेटवर्क जो होंगे हम लोग उनको कंसिडर करेंगे टेलीकम्युनिकेशन नेटवर्क एंड द अदर इज द इंटरनेट जिसे हम लोग वायरलेस नेटवर्क बोलेंगे. ठीक है. Both these networks are in real terms network of networks. Different networks have been joined together using a protocol. Uh, we know that we have to transfer, we have to provide the number of services from server side to client side. Then, so for every region or for every task, there are specific protocols are specified or implemented, and these common protocols are uh, perform the operations and they have working on a different network, and these different networks have been joined together with this common protocol facility. So in loose terms, it can be stated that SS7 is the glue for telecommunication network, whereas TCP/IP is the glue for internet. For telecommunication network, SS7 protocol is used, and for the internet, TCP/IP protocol is used. Okay. So basically, there are three types of contents we are using. We are going to use for a transmission, that is audio, video, and text. So some of these contents can tolerate a little delay in delivery, whereas some cannot. आपको पता है कुछ कंटेंट्स में आप लोगों को डिलीवरी जो भी होती है वो वहाँ पर एक्सक्यूज है कि वहाँ पर वो डिले वहाँ पर आपको अलाउ कर सकते हैं, बट किसी वीडियो फैक्टर्स में देखिए, वीडियो फैक्टर्स या ऑडियो फैक्टर्स जो होंगे उसमें आप लोगों का अगर कम्युनिकेशन मिस हो जाता है तो यू कैन टॉलरेट दिस डिले इन द transmission. Okay, so packet switch network like internet are better suited for contents which can tolerate delay. Telecommunication network, uh, switch network are better suited for real-time content that cannot tolerate delay. So delay is the most important part or plays important role where the transmission takes place. A ubiquitous application needs to use this network for taking the content from one place to another place, and that is why the network is divided into three different segments. Okay, these are the called as the core, edge, and access. A single network can be divided into three main segments, that is core, edge, and access. The question will be asked for to you specify the terms core, edge, and access with a regarding ubiquitous network. One by one, we are going to see it. Core, as the name signifies, core is the part of network that is the backbone. This is the most innermost part of the network, and the primary function of the core is to deliver traffic efficiently at least cost. Okay, आपकी जो ट्रैफिक होती है उसको एक्चुअल लोकेशन तक पहुंचाने के लिए या फिर लिटिल कॉस्ट में some amount of cost is required for transmission of your packets from sender to receiver. So the transmission function is done by your core. Okay, and core looks at the traffic more from the bit stream point of view. Bit by bit, your transmission take place, and so core is responsible for managing all the kind of traffic over the network. So long distance operators and backbone operators own core network. जो भी आपके लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस ऑपरेटर्स वगैरह होते हैं जहाँ पर आपको ट्रांसमिशन करना है लॉन्गर डिस्टेंसेस इफ यू वांट टू कवर, then there is a separate operators or backbone operators are there which own their core network. Okay, so where the transmission media and transmitter points are plays the important role. आप लोगों के राउटर या डिवाइसेस या स्विचेस या जो भी कवर अप करते हैं रिपीटर्स जैसे जो डिवाइसेस होते हैं उनको आप लोग यहाँ पर कंसिडर कर सकते हैं. Age, as the name suggests, this is the age of the network. This generally managed and owned by the internet service providers or local switches and exchanges. Okay, edge corners आपके जो होते हैं boundaries जिसको आप लोग बोलते हैं. So edge looks at the traffic more from the service point of view. It is also responsible for distribution of the traffic. Okay, ये boundary है यहाँ तक आपकी. Or each and every ISP having a specific area or owned by this ISP area, so it responsible for the distribution of traffic. The next one is the access. This part of the network services the endpoint or the device by which the service will be accessed. Access is the last part where actual devices or service endpoints are work and they get the services from these devices. That this deals with the last mile of transmission. Last mile transmission मतलब at the end जो भी आप लोग का है, whether it is server, whether it is sender receiver, जो भी आप लोगों के end points है वहाँ पर ये consider होगा. So this part is either through a wireline or wireless. It doesn't matter. Transmission media will not affect or will not be considered over here. You just have to get the actual resources from your computerized system. And from the mobile computing point of view, this will be mostly through the wireless. अगर कोई मोबाइल से सेलुलर नेटवर्क हमारे पास है तो हम लोग इसको कंसिडर करेंगे वायरलेस, या फिर कोई लैंडलाइन या फिर जैसे नेटवर्क्स होंगे उसके लिए हम लोग इसको कंसिडर करेंगे वायर्ड नेटवर्क. ओके, so internet is a network of networks and is available universally. In last few years, the popularity of web-based application has made more and more services available through the internet. We know that this is all about the internet. What is internet? How it works? So it is a network of network and universally is available. Most of the web applications are made and available on the internet. इंटरनेट सपोर्ट्स मेनी प्रोटोकॉल्स, जैसे कि हम लोगों ने मैंने बताया कि टीसीपी आईपी जो ट्रांसमिशन कंट्रोल प्रोटोकॉल और इंटरनेट प्रोटोकॉल वर्क्स विद द इंटरनेट फैसिलिटी. Every web-based application uses the HTTP protocol for request response on the basis of the request response technique. On a conventional client-server application, the difference between web application and conventional client-server paradigm is in the case of conventional client application the user-facing client interface, which contains part of the business logic. यो जहाँ पर भी client server में client is the most important part where the client interface are plays the business logic, runs the business logic. Okay, and the server is nothing but the service provider, one kind of a service provider. So this is all about your internet. You can write all the necessary details with regarding this internet facility, how you are going to provide this internet facility to your number of devices like PDA and like smartphones, web TV, wired screenshots, wired screen phone. Okay, so this is how the internet, the ubiquitous network is explained.